Well, welcome back, guys. Um, I look tired. I am tired. Shabbat Shalom. Well, I guess we missed the Shabbat because the sundown is over. Um, but at least Shalom. So, got the new Life22 Yamika, the Kippah from from the lovely Miss June. Made that for us through Quinn's Crafts. Which is kind of cool. You guys will be excited to see what we got next week on Tuesday. But yeah, so reason I'm tired. Sorry, had farmers market every Saturday. So we get up at like 6 normally. Today was like me getting up at 4, dealing with baby Lennox, and then moving by 5, and then out the door, got set up an hour early. Little Miley worked the farmer's market booth with my dad today instead of me and Miley teaming up for it, because at 7 o'clock I had to leave for Little Valley for a civil service test, which is the first one in a while. Well, second one ever, so second one recent, you know what I mean? So yeah, so then went back, helped finish up the farmer's market. Miley left, went to a birthday party, and June took the kids to State Park, and yeah, so I cleaned up the farmer's market, then unloaded all the trucks, and it's a big thing. Baby Lennox helped me with that, so me, him, and my dad tag teamed it for a while, and then we went to just a long day, man. Just a very long day, and then I had to get Miley from the birthday party, and now here it is, like 10 o'clock at night, and I got a full day again tomorrow. But yeah, I got to relax this afternoon, with some of my delicious homemade mojitos from I have 3 varieties of mint outside, and my spearmint is going bananas, so we're today is St. Bruce Day. So through the Order of Tempest, a lot of our founding members were huge fans of Bruce Campbell, whether it was from Evil Dead, which a lot of people know him from. He was Ash. From Evil Dead, they had tons of remakes after that, tons of sequels and prequels, and Star's original series, which then went to Netflix, which just recently got cut off the air. And one of my most favorite roles with him, because I'm not really like a cult classic horror film guy, but what I did like was Burn Notice. Burn Notice was one of my favorite shows, and he was the Sam Axe. So between that and his Evil Dead appearances, and just being one of the coolest B-class actors ever, being able to play himself, which I see a lot of myself in Bruce Campbell, or I see a lot of Bruce Campbell in myself, because he's himself everywhere he goes. Like, he doesn't really play a role, because there's a role, and then the role is more like a garnish, right? It's him, but with the top hat today, and you know what I mean. He's always himself, and he's a stand-up comedian, and it's very funny. I always wanted to get into stand-up comedy, and you know what I mean. He's been a huge role model. So today is officially his birthday. So we've through the Order of Tempest, we named him a saint a couple of years ago, and every day after solstice, June 22nd, we celebrate St. Bruce Campbell's Day. For being the coolest role model and B-class actor, and I mean, because to us he's an A-class actor, but to the rest of the world he's a B-class, and you know what I mean. That's why Flag Day was also one of my favorite holidays, because it was always that day that no one really celebrated. You heard about it, you know what I mean. Kids in school learn about it, but other than that, you don't take the day off for Flag Day. But I do, because it's a B-class holiday. And this is America, and we always support the underdogs. I mean, we're from Western New York, people. That's why we're all Bills fans, right? Like, they might not always win, but you always hope that the little guy gets it, and that's really like that's the stem of my Bills fandom right there. Is like they don't have to win because we always root for the underdog. If they started winning and smoking it every year, like we'd be like, yeah, we told you so. But then I bet you would fall out. You know what I mean? We'd still be passionate about it because that's our team. But at the same time, like I think I love them more because they're not, you know, they're not the Yankees, right? They're not the Patriots. They're not Green Bay. They're not, you know what I mean? They're not the Cowboys. They don't take it home every year. You know what I mean? That's it. They never take it home. But I love them more because of their failure, because we learn from it, and we're Americans, man. We support the underdog. We become more patriotic when times are tough, right? Like that's what it's about. So anyways, that's to the B class actors, because they hold a higher place in our heart than A class. So Sam Max's character always drank mojitos. And because of his his Twitter handle, Groovy Bruce, you know, we've always just used this line that just, you know, go forth, drink mojitos, and be groovy. That was the St.BruceCampbell'sDay way. And I didn't get to enjoy much of it today because I had a lot going on, which, you know, it is what it is. At least I got to have some homemade mojitos and, you know, kind of unwind a little bit. And kids are all sleeping, and my eyes are just like, oh, tired. New subway's up and running. Almost got the signs tied in. Those are the last things delivered. Oh, that was, yeah, that's been a project. But yeah, that's kind of exciting, people. I just yeah, I was posting a tweet about St.BruceCampbell'sDay today, and you know, his son Adam popped up in my news feed because he tagged his dad, and you know, he's like, to the most hardworking man that I know, and yada yada. You'd have to. That's I'm paraphrasing because I'm so tired. I don't remember the exact, but it was along those lines. You know, the man who, you know, for being a great role model and being a good dad, and, you know, just kind of, that was the heart of it, you know. And but he worked all the time. The man who never sleeps, and you know, that's something else. That's another quality that I have. I'm always working. I'm always, you know what I mean. Like you don't usually. If you drive by my house, you'll catch me drinking a beer at the end of a day where the kids will be playing. For the most part, it's just the kids are playing. You know what I mean? So I'm letting the kids play, watch them play, and I might be unwinding with a beer and letting my phone charge or something. But usually I'm on the go all the time. And so what it looks like, I'll look at that guy. He's just in his yard just drinking a beer. Like, yeah, you caught the 3 hours a week that are broken up into 6 half-hour segments throughout my week. You know what I mean? Like, get like 3 to 6 hours of sleep a night and just keep going. But the Bruce Campbell, the greatest saint that still lives. I love the new X split. It shows me how long I've been on the air for. 9 minutes. It's been a short one, guys. But, man, I miss my motorcycle. It's been a short one. I don't really have much to say. I've been giving more thought, I guess. I'll go off on a little segue here. I've been giving more thought to going out and doing this news political talk, because, I mean, there's so much like political drama going on. Not like all the garbage you see on Facebook, right? Like, oh, look what Cuomo did. Look what the conservatives are doing. Look what the liberals are doing. All the people whining, and they don't even understand because they're not even there, right? Like, I took a more active role in politics, and I get to see, like, you know, be a boot on the ground, right? Like, you don't know war until you live war, right? That's kind of how politics are. You know what I mean? Like, you can see what it affects, but, like, you got to get deeper into the game to realize, like, how much of a game it actually is. It's a game, but it's a serious game because it actually deals with people's lives and the shit that they you know what I mean, that you hold dear, and you know what I mean, like, so every decision you make, it's like it's chess on a grander scale, and you know what I mean, like, I'm playing in the beginner's room, but still, like, because, you know what I mean, I'm at such a low level on the scale, that the big stuff is just so publicized that it's all garbage, because you're not in that room, and until you get invited into that room to play a hand, you know, to push the timer and start playing in that room, you'll never truly understand what it's about. You know what I mean? And at the local level, like, there's so much drama. There's so much drama, and there's backhanded maneuvers, and there's condescending attitudes, and like, I feel like there's quite a bit of collusion from people that hopefully I'll be able to interview, but those little bitches aren't coming on the show. And then there's other people that aren't bad people, but they're made out to be horrible people, and I'd love to talk about all this stuff on the show. And that's really what I got to do, is I just got to come to grips with it and just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna this is it, and just fill you guys in, because you're not in the room. But because I'm in the room and I'm filming my life, you guys are in the room. And I think that's going to be a real game changer, because, I mean, it changes the way they're going to be playing chess here, right? Everyone wants transparency. It's going to show transparency. I think it's going to be a great thing. Might burn some bridges. I might get kicked out of the room. Whatever. Hopefully there's a big enough uproar for me getting kicked out of the room, or at least whoever comes and takes my spot will let me tag along to watch the matches, right? These are good. These are delicious. They're crisp. And, I mean, mojitos, Tom Collins, and gin and iced tea. Summer drinks, man. Natterdays has made its way up that list, though. I mean, for beer to compete with, you know, my three favorite liquor drinks of the summer. It's been a good ride, Natterday. You made it. You made it to the Hall of Fame for this guy. I like gin. Gin's a good dancing partner. She'll step on your toes, though, because she doesn't dance too well. So you got to know how to dance with her, right? It's like an episode of Friends, right? Like, this is Gert. She's the kid that wants to stand on your toes, and she's like 200 pounds. So you got to dance with this kid on your toes. And some of you will get the references. Some of you guys will call me pussies for referencing the show Friends, but whatever. Anyways, gin, sweet lemon iced tea with slices of lime in it. It's like a lemon lime iced tea and some gin. And it doesn't even have to be good gin. It can be garbage. I keep getting the mint on my lip. Anyways, yeah. Garbage gin. That's how I discovered it in Texas. Just iced tea. All these Southerners are drinking iced tea, and, you know, whatever. Like, I'll drink a Lipton's or something. You know what I mean? Something sweet and dumb. You know what I mean? And I really shouldn't drink sweet stuff, and I try not to. But, you know. And don't forget, you gotta represent. So that's how today's going. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next bit. And maybe this is maybe more of these rants. Maybe just tie back a couple and just start, you know, divulging politics, and then eventually people have to come and defend themselves, and then hence that's how the politics show will start. And that's, I mean, I've been mulling it over more and more, and I think that's really how it's gonna have to start, right? Like, when I build momentum on my show, people either jump ship or they start trying to board, right? And that's kind of how it's been going. Oh no, Kevin called some landlord the R word, and everyone runs away. And then all of a sudden I start interviewing farmers, and farmers are like, yeah, I mean, hey, it's free publicity. And then all of a sudden I smoke pot on YouTube, allegedly. And everyone goes bananas over it. Well, pot smokers go bananas over it, as they should, because it's somebody who's standing up for them. And a lot of them don't have a voice, because most of the pot smokers I know are closeted. But anyways, you know what I mean? And then you got all the other people that are, and actually the only outspoken ones I've found out recently have just been It's what something I thought all along. Uh-oh. Oh, my computer went dark on me. Anyways, it's what I thought all along was they're just drumming up business for themselves, and sure enough, that's what it was. But and it's all people just playing games. It's all people playing games. It's always people playing games, and every year when it's election season, I try to interview people that are running for public office, and nobody has the balls to come on the show. They all tell me they're gonna do it, and then I don't want to do it. I have everything to lose and nothing to gain. You know what you have to gain? You have to gain the respect of the people that are, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be playing these games like, I don't want to find people find out what I really am. What if I say the wrong thing? Well, guess what? If you say the wrong thing, people don't like you. They don't vote for you. Look at me. I'm living proof. If people don't like me, they don't have to vote for me. I hope they still do. But if they don't, they don't. That's it. That's really what it comes down to. And this is, I'm not out to control people, right? And that's my campaign platform, right? Like, I do what I think is right. I'm not gonna not be me, right? Like, then that's Bruce Campbell. St. Bruce Campbell. Alright, guys, see, look at that. I took you on another 7.5 minute spin. Whew. All the pistons are firing now. But tank's on E. So should do a mic drop one of these days. Alright, guys. Thanks, and we'll keep you posted. We got some stuff in the works. We're trying to get Della back on the show. She's got, I got to do a plug for Della real quick. She's got her Juneteenth festival next Saturday. Check it out on Facebook. I will find the link and I will tag it to the Life22 page on Facebook and on Twitter. Quinn's Wake will be at the farmer's market in the first part of the day, and then we'll be about an hour late showing up for the vendor setup. No, my vendors will be there. The vendor will be there. Quinn's Crafts will be there. Coffee will be later, and so it'll be a good time. Della needs your support. We need to, she's always trying to help out the community, and the community needs to help her. So that's the African American Center for Culture Development. It's a good cause, and we love Della. So let's show our support. Get out there. Juneteenth. I believe last Saturday in June, and that's usually when she does it too. So you'll see my smiling mug there sometime after 1. Got to pack up at the farmer's market, so I'll be going there. But had to plug that, and we've got some other stuff coming up. Some coalitions, some alliances being formed, and some other cool little things trying to make the scene happening here in Olean. There's a lot of people stuck in the way, and they don't want to get out of the way, and they don't want things to change. And the younger people, not a lot of them are involved, and there's a few of us that are involved, and we want to make more people involved. And we're getting some resistance from the people who don't want change, and we're getting no support from the people that don't give two shits, the younger folks. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to spur change. We're trying to spur, a greater Olean, and I think there'll be some cool stuff coming in the future, and you guys should keep posted. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep watching. We love you. Bruce Campbell loves you. The more mojitos I have, the more I love you. Alright, guys, you have a good night, and you probably won't see me in the morning, but maybe you will. GoPro from the couch.